Okay, so let's come back to our lesson today, everyone. And today we are going to continue our lessons that is going to talk about the next page in Hangout 6, right? But before I move on with the next part of our lessons, I would like to, to review you a short review that is going to talk about the vocabulary that I've learned so far before. And however, I hope that everyone will remember about every vocabulary, and especially everyone will recognize well about the meaning of every vocabulary words, right? Okay, so our review, we have 8 words reviewing. So the first one is talk about javelin, second one relay, shot put, pole vault, field hockey, handball, badminton, and rugby. Okay, so in this vocabulary, I believe that everyone has regard about the meaning, has regard about the definitions about this kind of word ready, right? So you can practice or you can try to keep your understanding next after you are doing this one ready. Okay, good, right? So right now, everyone, I would like you to show me that you are now please open your book on page 50 and 51 altogether. So today we are going to study 2 pages that is going to talk about reading, right? So our reading is talking about sport. However, in our section we have 3 sections, but I am going to give you only 2 sections, and one more section it will be later on I will tell you. Okay, so in section A we will be talking about listen and read. So the first one, I would like you open your book on page 50 and 51 altogether first. Okay, so very good job everyone that you have done on page 50 and 51. So right now, before I am going to read this one for you, I am going to let you to have listening. So everyone please keep silent and pay your attention to the listening. Let's start your listening.
A. Listen and read. The world's oldest competition.
Have you ever competed in a track and field event? Track and field events are the oldest competitions in the world. The oldest event dates back to 776 BCE and was held at the first Olympics in Greece. The Romans continued to hold track and field events until 394 CE. In the 19th century, the events became popular again in Britain. Schools held competitions called meetings. Today, track events are usually called meets. Today, track and field events include running, jumping, and throwing. Running events are for long-distance runners who can run far, as well as sprinters who focus on speed. Jumping events include the long jump and high jump. Throwing events include throwing a disc, discus, or a ball, shot put. There are also team events, such as the relay race. Most running events are held on a track. The track is a round path with boundary lines called lanes. Each runner has his or her own lane. Some jumping events, such as the hurdles, are held on the track as well. The long jump and high jump are usually held on a field. Throwing events are held on a field too. Track and field events are held around the world. They are one of the most popular events at the Olympics. Which event would you like to participate in?
Very great job everyone, right? So in the listening, it might be some word that is going to be difficult for all of you, but it is going to be known later on according to all the word that you think that is so difficult for you to translate or to understand the meaning, right? So before we move on to the next section, I would like to read for you once. After my reading, I hope that you are going to practice your reading at home, okay? In order to read this text and record your voice to your teacher about this reading, in order to let your teachers know that you are really doing this activity and you are really involved in learning as well, okay? Right, so the number 4, sports, right? Section A, listen and read. The world's oldest competition. Have you ever competed in a track and field event? Track and field events are the oldest competition in the world. The oldest event dates back to 776 BCE and was held at the first Olympics in Greece. Okay, so the question is that where is the first Olympics? The Romans continued to hold track and field events until 394 CE. In the 19th century, the events became popular again in Britain. Schools held competitions called meetings. Today, track events are usually called meets. Okay, Okay, so the question is that where did track and field events become more popular in the 19th century? Today, track and field events include running, jumping, and throwing. Running events are for long-distance runners who can run far, as well as sprinters who focus on speed. Jumping events include the long jump and the high jump. Throwing events include throwing a disc, a ball, shot put. There are also team events such as the relay race. Okay. Most running events are held on a track. The track is a round ball with boundary lines called lanes. Each runner has his or her own lane. Some jumping events such as the hurdles are held on the track as well. The long jump and high jump are usually held on a field. Throwing events are held on a field too. So what is a track? Okay. So the next one is that track and field events are held around the world. They are one of the most popular events at the Olympics. Which event would you like to participate in? Okay, so this is the question, right? Okay, so right now after I read, I hope that you are going to practice your reading at home, and especially please don't forget to record your reading to your teacher to get your teacher know that which one that you have to improve, which one that you have to change your pronunciation, and which place that you have to read it correctly. Okay, right. So right now, everyone, I would like you to move on with section B altogether. So section B, we are going to read the questions. Okay, underline the answers. Okay, so in here we are going to read the question and then we are going to underline the answer in the text. But maybe the time is not available, so I won't let you to have or to waste more time. That's why I'm going to allow you to read the question and then you are going to answer correctly to me, right? Or answer to me about the answer. Okay, so the first question is that when were the Olympics? When were the first Olympics? So when was it created or when was it made the Olympics, right? Okay, good, right? So the Olympics, the first Olympics, was when everyone went. Okay, right? So the Olympics was, the first was what? When is it going to be held? Go, right? Was in 776 BCE, right? So this is the date that is going to be created about the first Olympics, right? Okay, so the number 2 is that where did track and field events become popular in the 19th century? So where has it become more popular, everyone? Great, right? So the answer is that the track and field events became more popular in where one? Right, in British, in Britain, So this is the place that is going to be the more popular, very popular in Britain, right? That is going to be created by a school. Got it, everyone? Okay. So number 3 question is that what is track? What is track, everyone? Can you tell me? What is it? Okay, right. So the track is the answer has been given you in the reading, right? So the track is a round path. Okay, a round path with boundary lines. Okay, so this is we call because they call lanes. Okay, Some people they call this one is lens, right? Okay, so in here it is going to be talking about the track. The track is a round path with boundary lines and called lens. However, A1 about everything in here, it is talking about the Olympic Chess game or Olympics game that is going to be created by the people around the world in order to make friendship, in order to to be healthy and to make friendship with the country to country, right? Lately and presently you have seen so far that like FIFA World Cup, okay, like Europe, okay, European Cup. So this is going to talk about the relationship or the friendship between the country to another country. Lately in Asia Cup, so in Asia Cup it has our country as well that we are going to play in Asia in order to find who is the first one, and then we are going to be a ball, okay, to have a competition with the other country as well, with the foreigner as well. However, everyone, I hope that you are going to know clearly about the Olympics that is going to be focusing about our country. Okay, especially don't forget to be the fans of our team or our country teams that is going to be a famous player in our country as well, right? Okay. So in section C, I would like to keep this one for being your classwork. So A1, so don't forget to give me about your discussion. How do you think and what are you going to respond to the question that is listed or asking you in the text behind or under the pictures. However, this one will help you to know clearly about what is it going to be, right? So the question is that which events would you like to participate in? So this is you have to answer me why and why not. Okay, so lately if you are interested in participating in soccer, in volleyball, okay, in tennis, so you can put it and then you are going to tell me the reason why that you are interested in this kind of game. Okay, right. So everyone, today I would like to say goodbye and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.